Hello, people. Welcome to another exciting edition of the show E Extra. As usual, it's brought to you by Vanguard Live, and it's a BBNaija segment, as you can see. And I still remain your regular girl, Juliet Ibrahim. I don't do this show alone. Of course, I have my beautiful colleague here with me. She's not other than Precious Chukwudi, always glowing as usual.
Thank you for introducing
I've
me.
told you, I'm going to show me the way. Tell me what the secret is. And we are here to give them, as usual, the drama, the gist, everything that's been happening in the house.
I was telling somebody the other day that
Yeah.
Big Brother is like a show that has come to liberate us from all the political dramas that we
We need that bit, I beg. If you really need to think about everything going on in this country, my sister, high blood pressure. So sometimes you need this, in as much as there's been clamoring and everything. Oh, the show is too immoral. It shouldn't be on national TV. But sometimes you need that.
I think that's the reason why the brand itself has decided to censor some certain things,
things,
just to fit the Nigerian audience. Which is really interesting.
It's necessary. Yeah. Now, how did your weekend go before we go to the BBNaija thing?
As usual now. My weekend was not even there because we don't have parties to go to anymore. So it's like, let me just focus on this house. Maybe they'll give me the ginger to dance.
The ginger was there, that Saturday party was. In as much as there were some technical glitches here and there.
Yeah. At first, people started to cuss out SARS.
Yeah.
They're like, SARS on the beat. What do you, after you play? You can't play it. I was like, hey, wait till SARS.
People were actually looking forward to the party now.
Yeah, and
week has been boring and everyone was like, let's see what's going to happen. And I think the housemates didn't disappoint. What do you think from what you saw?
Well, they did not. We saw a lot of rocking here and there. It was a lot of party moves.
To think that Brighto,
evangelist,
even came out of his shell,
took off his shirt and was dancing.
That was a surprise I didn't really expect. So I think I have a clip in that regard where Brighto was rocking Erica. Erica was actually the life of the party. She was just from one housemate to the other, and then Kidwaya was like, I think
Kid was saying a lot of things.
Yeah, let's look at it. But meanwhile, talking about parties now, I saw Ozo and then Nengi. Nengi was also, rocking it down on the dance floor, and the whole I think most of them just had fun.
Yeah, it was, Lekon was the highlight of the evening too, because that day he was going from one person to another,
to the other,
rocking here and there. I was like, what's wrong with this
Erica and
guy?
Lekon in that regard, as in no holds bar. Anybody,
and then something happened.
We came to have fun. We can't kill ourselves.
Something happened with Erica and Kidwaya.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in Kid.
Yeah, that video. Yes.
Kid, you fall my hand big time. A gentleman like you. No. We've been seeing how the relationship between Erica and Kidwaya has been going, and everybody likes the
I don't know if
turnout of events.
Maybe it was a bit tipsy, or
I think it was a lot of. He should have calmed down.
Like him.
He almost, somebody said on Twitter, he almost wiped up the girl's breast because of how he was trying to get the attention. And Erica was so pissed.
I never expected this from you.
I didn't. Nobody even expected that kind of thing from
Let's go.
Kidwaya.
Let's see Brighto's video. I was surprised. Yeah, so that was our evangelist in the house. I saw a lot of housemates coming out of their shell, during the last party. Even Tolani Badge, everybody.
She was giving us the Lagos girl vibe.
I've been expecting that all week. Throughout the past weekend, I wasn't disappointed. All in all, they all had fun. And then let's talk about Dorothy. I saw this video of Dorothy, before the party, where she was, it trended on Twitter, where she was, polishing her, polishing her boobs. I was like, Madam, what
is your selling point?
What's your plan in this?
You have to advertise your selling point.
Polishing the boobs. Someone was like, is it anointing oil or something? I don't understand it.
But then it's what it is,
My sister didn't come to joke. Like,
I'm telling you, at first, like when Dorothy came into the house, I was very skeptical. Like, what's wrong with this girl? Like, what's she feeling like?
Yes.
But then over time, I've seen that this girl is really a complete vibe.
She's just
everything.
World,
like you can't. I don't think
and she's really fun to watch. She's really fun to watch. Like even with all the drama going on with Ozo and Nengi, she's been able to. She hasn't even been bothered in any way. She's been able to hold. Proudly unbothered, and I think I like that. Some other girl would be like, that usual drama. Oh, you're coming after my man and everything, but. Dorothy,
maybe she's not really as interested as we thought she was in Ozo, because me personally would have been like, okay, at the end of the day, everything that happens in the house just like literally stays in the house. Everybody, when they come out, they start to be like, that's my strategy to do this, but I don't know, I've not seen a lot of strategies from the people in the house. They are I feel like they are sort of too cozy and loving,
so way too early they started getting all cozy.
I think that's the reason why people are trying to shake them up now, with all the eviction thingy. So
I think that's going down tonight, and there is actually a twist in that regard where Ebuka told the housemates last night that going forward every Monday there's going to be nominations. All the housemates are going to be up for nomination. For possible eviction. This one not like the usual. Okay, you nominate a few people. This one everybody. Okay, I think I have a video.
The good thing about that is that at least those that are the quiet and
so
they don't do anything in the house.
Everybody will feel the heat. So a lot of housemates were able to avoid, or I don't know how they're able to hide their way through all that. In previous edition, we have the likes of Diane and the rest.
Diane.
So now everybody is going to feel the heat. Nobody, no way to hide. So let's look at that video. I'll be right back.
New season means new twists, and I'm excited so far. Let me tell you why. This season of and evictions, of course. It always seems like fun and games until the real games begin. Now, new season means new twists, and I'm excited so far. Let me tell you why. This season of Big Brother comes with a dynamic twist. The evictions set
like a lot of housemates are still sort of in their shell and waiting to come out.
Well, I can only speak for myself. I do know that I'm still in my shell, and I'm still observing. I'm not the one to just show people who I am like the first week, and it will take time for me to bring my guard down a bit, and I feel like next week I will unlock another side that people have not seen yet.
So you're assuming that there's no evictions tonight and you're safe? Why would you wait? Who says you're guaranteed anything?
Big brothers have nothing guaranteed.
Exactly. So how long is this wait supposed to be?
It's not an intentional wait. I just feel like I'm here to be myself, and I wouldn't pretend to be what I'm not. So I believe that's what got.
So that was Ebuka informing the housemaid that this week you guys have had enough rest.
I'm telling you.
So this week everybody going forward, in fact,
everybody's
up.
And that's the reason why, as last week, I was saying that you don't know what strategy Big Brother is going to bring in. So if you want to sell your market, you should have started selling it from last week, so that you can gain a lot of people who would like
a lot of them
what you're
relaxed,
doing. I was really angry about Katrina. I'm like, okay, you came into the house not for the money, you came for the fame. How have you built your brand in the house? How have you spoken about your type of business? Because now, if there's eviction,
I think she was able to do so in as much as she did that.
And it was that get to know me that brought out, the whole thing. If not because Brother said that, I'm sure she shouldn't have said anything. As soon as she said she has money and all that, and she saw that everybody was listening to her, she said, okay, I think I can ride on this a little.
I think she did that. And another person that's really also laid back or in her own words, in her shell, is Tolani Badge. You know, we saw the energy she brought during the premiere and everything, and everyone was, looking out for her. But she's been, I think she's been the most quiet person in the house.
Yeah,
so
I'm still wondering, like, okay, what kind of strategy do you have?
Yeah.
At least we know those ones are looking for sheep.
Yes.
And we know how they've been merging their ships together.
Very nice.
You know, and at least I would say, okay, this is what's happening. But Tolani is not doing it. In fact, I said the other time that it took me a long time to recognize who Tolani Bad was in the house, because I couldn't because the vibe I saw on the,
totally
on that day
I
was
think we are
different.
not the only ones observing this. Ebuka also spoke to her last night and was like, Tolani, I think a lot of people have been laid back in the house. Actually asked her, I think he knew that, okay, you're also one of them. And she was like, I feel most of us are just trying to settle in. We can't just, naturally, I'm not somebody that will just get into a place and I'll start showing myself. And Ebuka was like, how do you think you have all the time? What if you're, you get
exactly
today?
You've seen people from the previous sets. I remember what's her name, this very popular girl, that
Kimopra
and Isilomo.
Okay,
Isilomo was one of those girls that everybody was
had
waiting
that
for.
energy
Isilomo comes to the house, but Isilomo left the first week.
Yes.
Like, you never can really see. Sometimes the people who have so much energy and look like they can bring in so much are the ones that will even go out early.
Yes.
So do with yourself.
If not for the fact that Thatcher of the previous edition had a very strong standing outside. I think I saw that with her too. When she came in, people were like, this is not the Thatcher we know now. She was also
that's why I said that with Thatcher already had people
so
outside.
She was sure.
So she was very.
I have all the time.
Yeah, she was operating on that confidence that I know that. Yes, I won't leave, and so that's why she was laid back.
Who knows?
Up until when she started to be very afraid about they might send me out. She started to show them that Thatcher vibe, so she would still stay in the house.
Okay, let's look at that video of Tolani vibe trying to explain why she has been a bit laid back.
Like a lot of housemates are still sort of in their shell and waiting to come out.
Well, I can only speak for myself. I do know that I'm still in my shell and I'm still observing. I'm not the one to just show people who I am like the first week. And it will take time for me to bring my guard down a bit. And I feel like next week I will unlock another side that people have not seen yet.
So you're assuming that there's no evictions tonight and you're safe? I mean, why would you wait? Who says you're guaranteed anything?
Big brothers have nothing guaranteed.
Exactly. So how long is this wait supposed to be?
It's not an intentional wait. I just feel like I'm here to be myself and I wouldn't pretend to be what I'm not. So I believe that's what got me in the house, being myself.
Okay, Tochi, what's up?
Yes, so that was Tolani Badge, saying, I'm naturally, not that noisy person. When I get into it, I try to observe, I try to take my time, and Ebuka was like, do you think you have all the time?
It's true.
Yeah, it might work against her. Who knows? Because nobody has.
Now that everybody's up, we don't know who has.
And that's a twist. That's a twist about BBNaija. It's always full of surprises. You feel, I have all
so
the,
relaxed,
so
and everything. And
Yeah.
Big Brother just does. That's what I was saying last week, that this week is when everything starts to happen, because Big Brother is to turn everything around.
Relaxed.
Yes, and you start to very soon you start to see things like him putting them to everybody has to put up with one another.
Okay, we didn't come here to make friends and all that, because we saw Kaisha crying last week. I feel so unloved here. Nobody likes me.
Is it the family reunion?
My sister, but funny enough, she actually gave us that content we've signed up for or we've been waiting for over the weekend, where she gave it to
X-rated content.
She gave it to Katrina and Lucy.
Oh.
When they had that bit of drama about light. Oh, you didn't shut the door. You left the lights on. This this and that. You know.
I think
usual
Lucy
thing.
and Katrina have given up the vibe as old women in the house. I don't know why.
I think so.
Is it true?
Yeah, but I think they are
So
more
like they tend to be more like, I'm your mother in the house.
I need that respect.
Yeah, you didn't come to do that in the house. If you wanted if they wanted a mother figure, they would have looked for someone else
I
to
think
come
that
and
was
play
the
that
issue
role.
Kaisha had with
And
Lucy.
Kaisha is always having issues with a lot of people. Speaking about issues, she had one fight with Tolani Badge. She was trying to apologize today, and Tolani Badge was like, "You are a crazy
person,
and I'm going to treat you. I think I'm the one that's going to have to fix you up in this week because you're suffering from some mental issues." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And she was making faces. I'm like, "Girl." You know, there's a lot of vibe I expect from Kaisha that I'm not getting. You know, I expect her to be more. I don't know, man. The girl is not just doing it for me. She's too relaxed. She's complaining a lot about many people in the house, and she's not using it to her own advantage.
She's so offensive. Anything is
everybody is trying to.
She was like Lucy is trying to use her to get highlights and all that. I'm like which highlights this early morning? You guys have started.
Queen of highlights.
Our highlights. So away from the drama now, let's look at all the ships that have been sailing in the house. Some people have lost it too. Like some people have forgotten that this is a
they have gone 1 week.
Eyes on the prize.
It reminds me of one post that says just one shot the body better have Zion and
who comes to mind who comes to mind among the house?
Lilo is gone.
My sister is gone.
She's gone.
Just one look from Eric, one look. Auntie has fainted.
At first I was like, this Lilo, is it every time you're always cooking in the kitchen? Don't you have any other thing to do with yourself? Like, get to know other housemates, but no. Okay, first diary section.
Even
was
Ultimate Love was not like this.
I'm telling you, even in Ultimate, they had to be begging them, oh yeah, come and ship. It was that, funny. But these people were not saying that it's like 1 week, everybody's already finding their love interest. So
Lilo, I don't know. I just
Lilo and Eric have lost for me. Eric, because when
in their own world, anything happening in the house is
when Eric came when he was coming to the house, he looked like the guy that was going to come into the house with love. You know, like many girls will be climbing over him. He looked like a guy that had sense. I don't understand what's happening right now because Eric has lost it. Lilo too
as
is
far
gone.
as they're concerned, they're in their own world. Any other thing can go on in the house. It's not it's not their business. Another person also saying that I just hope, or maybe I'm wrong, is V.
Hey, you see that V relationship? Let me even give you the rundown.
Okay.
So V and Neo, Neo had this whole posing where he was saying, I'm a romantic guy, I like to give love, receive love, show love.
And Auntie was happy to grab it.
And then, of course, V as a London babe, yes, I like to give love, show love.
I need that.
She's like, I need this boy in my life. And she just locked him down and said, this boy, I'm keeping it for myself.
And Ebuka was like, this early morning, you're already calling him baby.
Stay there now, like, London babe. I'll catch our own worry boy. I was shouting, making all the noise.
Let me even shock you. Do you know the kind of things Neo says behind V? As in, he talks a lot. He talks so much. I'm like, Auntie, I hope this thing will not end in premium tears for you.
What kind of things does he say about her?
Amongst other housemates, he's like, he's not really taking the relationship to heart
I think he's lying because what we get to see is two people locked in, he does. If you watch closely, you realize that of late he has not been shouting like he used to shout when he started the show, and it's like V has him under lock and key. She chooses what he wears. Ask him. Even when they had that truth and dare thing, they had that truth and dare thing where that truth and dare thing we need to talk about it too. And Neo was there, and next thing. We're going to do the thing. V stood up and said, if you know what was good for you, kiss all the girls in this place and come and meet me inside. Abadia said, you know what, guys, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yes,
I need to leave.
At that point I said, okay baby, let's get out of here. And so both of them just left.
Like if it was all a joke, I think he would have sat still because
no, my dear, it's all strategy.
Our brother has not traveled. If you want travel this time,
no time. So everybody is just putting everything in place, aligning all this.
Then this Ozo, Nengi, and Dora.
We love triangle.
Ozo is confused. The guy said, I'm tired of him. At first, he went into the diary room and he was saying that Dorothy is the first person he's bonding with, and that she's a good girl. Said a lot of very good things that you say, this ship will sail. The next thing, him and Nengi. I don't understand. The Nengi comes to me to say, I didn't say I like you, I just fancy you.
And before he has changed that fancy. Yes. It's no longer fancy. Actually, like you.
So like, guy, get your act right.
Okay, what I understand from what Ozo is trying to. I don't know. He just wants to. I think he wants to eat his cake and have it. He doesn't want to lose Nengi. He doesn't want to lose.
Dora looks like she has even moved on.
Dorothy, does she have time? I beg, baby girl, I like that. No time to take
it's
time.
True now. No waste. You can't be wasting.
She actually told us, she was like, I don't like this thing you're doing with me. I don't like pitting me against this other person. I didn't come to the house to do this.
Of course, because apparently he has already mentioned his spec. So it's like she has to. He's making her look like he has to
and
fight.
Most of the housemates. Yeah,
and it doesn't make any sense. I mean, if I don't fit the park, what am I still doing there with you?
I think I have. Ebuka also spoke to Ozo concerning that, and he had an explanation. Let's look at what he had to say concerning that. Wow. These people, they're actually getting me all in my feelings, Did you see that? Like that Kid Wire and Watoni all locked up.
Yeah.
Those people. They actually wanted to go more than 20 seconds.
But the one I didn't understand is why they put all them had to drink water first before somebody's mouth smelling.
So avoid stories are touched now. You have to be.
All right, so speaking about the
truth or dare.
Yeah. So before then, Erica and Nengi had honest conversations where we were talking girl to girl and say, I like you, you like me, we vibe together. I mean, what the most beautiful girls in the house.
I think they knew each other before coming into the house, and they were like, how come we've not been this close?
Exactly, and they're like, no bad blood. Okay, now very nice scenario. Now, what did we see? Not too long there was
after all that, they hugged and they made up.
And they had the whole truth of everything. Now you already know, know
with this person,
in your heart of heart that this guy likes me. In fact, that there's something that might likely happen, and then you have to do something very strong to me. Now, see what happens. They're in the house, and the next thing, Watoni fails, and they're like, okay, you have to pick somebody to kiss. And she's like, okay, Nengi, pick for me. Okay, I think they said she had to pick between
Prince and
Prince and Kidwire. And Nengi should have been like, okay, my friend Prince, just spoke, okay, Prince, I know, but she just said Kidwire.
I saw that. I felt that too. Like even
that's a very big backstabbing. Like, how do you do that to your friend? How do you pitch a guy who she already likes to kiss somebody else?
People, they have something going on.
No. This is. I felt it too. I felt it in my skin. In fact, Erica couldn't take it. She had to leave. It was that painful.
Did you see the whole locking?
I'm telling you, Erica couldn't take it. She had to leave because it was really.
I couldn't even take it myself.
And that's why I feel like, okay, Erica, this thing happened. Girl, what is your strategy?
It's even better they didn't make up. I mean, I don't understand what the whole we are friends.
We are friends. It's fake friendship. Complete fake friendship. I would have preferred
to show you that, man.
Yeah,
nobody.
Like somebody you just finished laughing, like we're cool, and next thing, person does you something really bad, and I was expecting that. Okay, I don't know what Erica has on that. If she has seen it and be like, okay, I'm going to deal with this girl. But me, I was expecting that. Okay, she and Ozo are trying to be very close. Let's try and destroy that. Let us destroy.
I'm sure she'll definitely come for Nengi.
She better
and
do.
And then another thing is Wathoni wasn't even taking chances at all until was all for the taking.
I think she likes Kid Wire.
Yeah, she does. I think so far Kid Wire has been trying to stay clear and maintain his.
But he said something when he was very tipsy that day that if he would want to have a baby with Wathoni, and she held on to that thing. She did held on to that thing, and she was asking him about it the morning
I think most of the girls in the house, since they heard that he took an $8,000 flight,
everybody's calculating their bike price and saying this boy going to pay well. Let's see how we can work the ship out.
If you are the one, but I think all in all, I think I prefer Erica for Kid Wire.
I do.
They're looking like that perfect.
Yeah, today it seems like things are like sort of back together with both of them, because Erica was eating and Kid was eating next to her.
Yes,
both of them were doing everything together. And Lekon, I've been noticed that Lekon is really, really close to Erica. Like Baba does not want that.
The way he was rocking her to Saturday night.
But Erica seems to like him more as a friend than even.
Yes.
So, but Lekon looks like if he had a chance. Yes, it would be Erica that
let's see how it goes. The Aristotle and the billionaire. So let's see who wins.
It sounds like all this Nollywood film. When the guy has so much money and there's one poor boy that would like the same girl as him.
Let's see what will play out in the house. Something like that going to happen. Let's see how it goes. You never can tell. BBNaija is all about surprises. How many more weeks to go?
Okay, this is like the second week, so we have like, if we move this week, more like 8 more weeks to go. And I think this is the week that everybody has literally been waiting for, because you get to see people leave the house, because that's when you get to know that the game has started. Everybody is still feeling, that's why I'm like telling anybody is saying that I'm just trying to take my time. Take your time, Nibo. Everybody will leave you. Might even be you that leave this.
My sister can never be so sure.
That's just
nobody gets comfortable in Big Brother Naija.
No, you can't.
Even Tacha that was so comfortable till the 99th day.
Yes, and it's really important.
They shocked her.
Yes, it's really important that you're able to sell your market very
well,
because if not, brands will not notice.
And that's one thing I've noticed about Lekon. Lekon has been,
very strategic with it.
Very, very strategic.
Very, very strategic. Every time he finds that time to have conversations, he's always putting, when I was with this person, I did this. I'm always trying to work with this person. Those kind of things are things that people like, this guy mentioned me, I want to, do something. These are what brands look out for. But you're in the house and you're just laid by your ass. All those ones that used to sleep safe. They're the one that used to tire me. Like, did you come to the house to sleep?
To come and
you have to enough for you to sleep.
In
people in the house, like, there's enough for you to sleep. Even the ones that cook, that Lilo and Eric, the way they cook, maybe they will cook
their last supper and
go.
Most of this house, most of them come with different strategies. Some come, to showcase their cooking. Some come for the shipping. All cuddling. Some people, if you can't find them a partner.
And then speaking about shipping, I think everybody has been sleeping on Prince. Prince is a good guy now. I mean, Mr. Nigeria.
Thank you for reminding me.
Baba won Mr. Nigeria.
I personally
was that hot. What happened to him?
Even me, I was like, how come I didn't notice this guy all this while?
I'm telling you.
Like, the guy is not.
The fight have won Mr. Nigeria. You know how many guys were in competition with him,
Prince is not
and then he's in the house and nobody's looking at him. Like the guy is not even there.
Some people want to die on top Kid Wire and.
I mean, ship your ship to the right people now. So that's my point exactly. Like, why exactly are we going to put ourselves in that, regard? And speaking about how you really sell your market, if you don't sell your market fair, it might be a problem for you. For example, like today, I ran into Tinto Tony.
Okay.
And this guy, if not because of what he did in the house that year, he would have been really like big. you know, like how big we were
You know,
going
we
to expect
discussed
him
this
to.
last
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and you know, because of the whole lies that he did with Bisola, and Nigerians were like, nah, man, because Team Tony would have probably even won for that year because he was
But
a
in fact,
very
they had a
good
very
dancer.
strong
Yes.
alliance. They had a very strong.
So if you're not selling your market, I'm sorry, you.
In
I
as
don't know
much
what
as
you're
you're all
doing in
for
that
the
house.
strategizing and everything, you better sell it to a better plan,
Yeah, it's
whatever
very
you're
important.
doing.
If it's only 2 weeks that you come and do in Big Brother house, do it well. So that people
Another
outside
person, yes,
remember
another
you for
person that's
something
actually
good.
giving me, you know, that vibe is Dorothy. Dorothy too. She's really fun to watch and you know, doing her thing.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the task, you know, the housemates doing their tasks, Nengi has been good. Lekon, and I think
And
most of the
Mio
housemates,
too
yeah,
has
Mio
been.
too,
They are
yes.
quite competitive.
Yeah, very,
Yeah,
very,
so
very
but we need to see that one because
Ah.
usually in Big Brother house there's always one particular person that seems to be
Yes,
winning back to
back to back. Let's see
We've
how
not
it goes
seen
this
yet,
week.
so-
You know, a new head of house will emerge today. Let's
Mm.
see, and then a new deputy as well. So I think that's all
So we have for you
on the
today.
show. Let's see how it's going to pan out tonight with
Yeah.
the whole nomination. You know, all the housemates being up for eviction, possible eviction, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. And as usual, we're going to bring you guys up to date with everything, anything that comes up. We are here for you people. We are here to bring you up to date. The twists, the turns, any surprise, any drama at all. We are not turning it down at all. So till we'll come your way.
Yeah.
That's gonna be on Friday. Next time on the show, keep it locked down on E Extra. I still remember your favorite girl Juliet, and
Precious Triple U.
we are signing out. Yeah, okay, bye bye.